course of the next 30 minutes, KRVN broadcasters will share the latest in weather, markets, and agriculture news. Join us this morning for topics and guests, including Clay Patton on weather and markets, Jayson Jorgensen with sports, Mark Gold with Top Third Ag on the grain markets, Jerry Stoll with country futures on the livestock markets, and Alex Makovica with agriculture news. Let's head inside the KRVN studios, joining Clay Patton with the latest in weather.
Report. We hope you'll tune in, and we'll do our best to make it a more profitable day.
Listen to The Bottom Line Report at 10:15 weekday mornings on KRVN.
Well, it's 8:07 at 880 KRVN in the Central Time Zone. Good morning for a Tuesday, February the 28th, the last day of February. And hey, make sure you check it out. We've got our morning roundup streaming live at KRVN's Facebook page, Twitter page, and KRVN's YouTube channel. There you can go check it out, see what's happening in the studio as it happens live and in action. So again, it's the morning roundup, and you can go there, check it out. Let us know where you're listening from. Let us know what the weather is. As well, you have any questions, go ahead and throw them there in the comment section if you're checking it out. This Weather Watch on KRVN is brought to you by Holdridge Irrigation. Thank you to Holdridge Irrigation for their continued support on KRVN. Still seeing heavy cloud cover, maybe a light sprinkler too out north of I-80 between Broken Bow and Ord, Loop City. Back just north of York here this morning, as well Norfolk west towards Neely and Rose, Nebraska. Temperature-wise, we're mostly in the upper 20s to mid-level 30s now, as we're seeing more of those areas actually get back into the low-level 30s here this morning. In the Tri-Cities, 32 in Kearney. It's 34 Hastings, 32 in Grand Island as well. Your Central Nebraska forecast today calls for plenty of sunshine for West Central, but East Central Nebraska, as we're seeing here this morning, there north of the Tri-Cities, could be partly cloudy with more sun emerging out later this afternoon. Highs overall expecting the upper 40s to low 50s with southeast winds 10 to 15, gusting back around to 20. So not quite as windy as yesterday. For tonight, though, brisk and mostly clear. Lows in the mid to upper 20s with west winds 10 to 15, becoming 20 to 25 after midnight. As we look here at the KRVN studios, latest conditions that we're seeing right now is a little bit of an overcast sky, but it is 34 degrees, 87% humidity with southeast winds at 5. This Weather Watch brought to you by Holdridge Irrigation. We join the Rural Radio Network in 60 seconds.
Options, options, options. Ranke systems have lots of options to ensure your irrigation needs are met. Ranke offers 5 pipe options to match every type of water condition: galvanized steel, chromium steel, aluminum, stainless steel, and polylined. Contact Holdridge Irrigation, your local Ranke pivot dealer, to see which option is best for you. In addition to water pipe options, Ranke offers a variety of control panels to give you reliable and trouble-free use. If your needs change over time, contact Holdridge Irrigation to assist you with upgrading the control panel. Thanks to the compatibility between each Ranke control panel, changes are easy to make. Holdridge Irrigation will look at your irrigation needs and conditions and will recommend the pipe and control panel best suited for you. Ranke also has a number of specialty pivot options available. Contact Holdridge Irrigation to see which pivot option is the best fit for you and your operation.
Good morning, Clay Patton on the Rural Radio Network, and it's time to take a look at the factors influencing the commodity trade today. On the line with us from Chicago is Mark Gold with Top Third Ag Marketing. Good morning, Mark.
Well, good morning. Overnight, we had May corn down 3 cents at 6.40 1/2. May wheat down 3 1/4 cents at 7.06 3/4, and May beans down 18 1/4 at 14.94 1/2. May meal was down about $8, and the oil was down about 10 ticks. The beans are now trading under the trend line from July. We've got some support in there at 14.75, another 18 cents away. We'll see if we go down and test that. Did not see any exports out here. Certainly from the inspections yesterday and the sales that we've been seeing, the export market is really being shut down for the U.S., with China shifting most of it to Brazil out here. Argentinian crops remain under a severe drought. They say 70% of the country is under drought conditions. Ukraine looks like to be losing the battle in Bakhmut. If it falls, it gives Russia a little bit of an upper hand in any negotiations with them for the Black Sea agreements. The wheat ratings came out with Kansas, Colorado, and Nebraska down. Oklahoma, North Dakota, South Dakota, Montana, and Texas a little bit higher. But again, it's pretty much what do the funds want to do here. They're still awfully long corn, beans, and meal.
And that is the latest from Top Third Ag Marketing. That's Mark Gold with Top Third. If you'd like to talk to Mark or any of his folks at Top Third Ag Marketing, visit topthird.com. And the website is topthird.com. Do remember, though, trading futures and options involve risk of loss, may not be suitable for all investors. Do consider these risks before investing. And Texas has already planted 5% of their corn crop, up from 3% last year.
It's coming. More innovation, more flexibility, and more reasons for weeds to scream in fear. Introducing the latest innovation from Corteva Agriscience, Resicor XL herbicide. It's everything you love about Resicor herbicide, but with a wider application window, greater tank mix compatibility, increased crop safety, and higher yield potential. It's more, delivered in a big and powerful way. Learn how you can protect your fields with more at ResicorXL.com.
A lot of work goes into making Nebraska, Nebraska. Keeping it green, helping it thrive, making it fun. Everything that goes into caring for our outdoors, from waters to wildlife, plays a big role in making Nebraska home. Learn how we help conserve our state's natural resources at outdoornebraska.org.
Paid for by Nebraska Game and Parks. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Clay Patton back on the Rural Radio Network, and now it's time to take a look over at the livestock side of the trade. And to do so, we're going to talk with Jerry Stoll of Country Futures in Frankfort, Kansas. Good morning, Jerry.
Good morning, Clay. Not a whole lot of influence on the outside markets. S&P's up 1, dollar index down 16, crude oil up 194, Dow futures up 22. Last night's lean hog index was 78.22, up 73. Pork cutout value rose 59 to 85.94. Saw pretty good losses across the board in the pork futures on Monday, and we'll call them mixed to easier, and we start out this morning. Last night's feeder index was 182.24, down 33. Choice beef cutout value bounced. At noon print yesterday was 286.96, down 32, and the evening print was 288.34, up 106. Only cash reported trade yesterday was in Iowa, 984 head at 165, and I think most feel and I tend to agree that odds are good for cash strength this week near 165 to possibly as high as 166 south. Futures continue to just chop. This cash market has rallied several dollars now, while futures have just basically sit here and stared at the rally. And that's what happens this time of the year. You get a basis change, and we just continue to reject 165 to 6 in April cattle. But on the same other hand, there seem to be good support down below 164 to 165. We'll call the cattle mixed here as we await cash fed trade, which will most likely be late week.
And that is Jerry Stoll with Country Futures in Frankfort, Kansas. You can always learn more at countryfutures.com. Again, the website, countryfutures.com. Do remember, trading futures and options involve risk of loss, may not be suitable for all investors. Do consider these risks before investing. Your estimated cattle slaughter on the day is 126,000. Your hog slaughter estimate on the day, 483,000 head.
This winter's frigid temperatures, wind, snow, and road travel have caused 13 full days of closings at Bruce Furniture, resulting in a huge overstock at all locations. Own your choice. Clear this inventory immediately with dramatic price reductions store-wide. Must sell over $960,000 of in-stock furniture and mattresses. Famous brands, Lazy Boy, England, Serta, Flex Steel, Ashley, and more.
Special announcement. Due to last week's weather, the sale is extended through this Saturday at Bruce Furniture.
Well, good morning, Brett. He just let us know that he is listening and tuning in here to the morning roundup on KRVN as well. We heard from a gentleman in Kansas where it's 32 degrees there as well. So Grand Island, Robin Valerie Dibburn. So thank you, Robin. Jerry Rice, there it is. Bern, Kansas, 32 and overcast there. Jerry, thank you so much for tuning in here to the morning roundup. We appreciate everybody, no matter where you're listening. Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, Missouri, Colorado, South Dakota, Eastern Wyoming, 50,000 watts of AM power worldwide at KRVN.com and through our morning roundup where you can catch us anywhere you have an internet signal. So pretty exciting stuff here this morning. Well, as we kick it off, it's 8:16, and I've got Jayson Jorgensen lining up. He's got the latest for us in sports on your leader in news, weather, and agriculture. It's 880 KRVN, And I'm your morning show host, Clay Patton.
Are you looking for ways to efficiently maximize pounds in your calf crop while improving the maternal side of your cow herd? This is Scott Loving, and my family and I would like to invite you to Loving Farms' 13th annual Predictable Genetics Proven Performance Production Sale, Saturday, March the 4th at the farm just east of Ponty Rock, Kansas. We will be selling 75 Shorthorn and Shorthorn Angus composite bulls, as well as an impressive set of 35 spring yearling replacement females. These outstanding solid red and black bulls have been selected to maximize heterosis, as well as low birth weight, high feed efficiency, and outstanding carcass merit. They are 100K tested for genomically enhanced EPDs, and all bulls will sell with gross safe feed efficiency data. The auction will start at 1:00 p.m. Central Time and will be broadcasted live on cci.live. Check out our website, lovingfarms.com, for more information, videos of the sale offering, as well as an online catalog. Or if I could mail you a catalog, give me a call at 620-786-1369. That's Loving Farms' 13th annual production sale, Saturday, March the 4th in Ponty Rock, Kansas.
And it's the one, it's the only, it's Jayson Jorgensen with sports.
Well, there was plenty of district final basketball again last night. Kearney dropped the A2 to Miller North 75-66. The C1-2 saw Ogallala over Adams Central 66-30. The C1-7 Central City is headed to the state tournament for the first time in more than 70 years as they knocked off Wayne 43-38. At the C2-2, it was Amherst over Hershey. And at the C2-3, Donovan Trumbull, they edged St. Cecilia 39-38. At the D1-4, Elm Creek is headed to Lincoln thanks to a 50-36 victory over McCool Junction. Carter Erickson led the Buffaloes with 22 last night. And at the D1-5, DCS, they bumped off Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family 51-36. In D2 action, Shelton won the D2-1 over Medicine Valley 90-46. At the D2-5, SCM, they stopped Creighton 46-43. So both the Mustang girls and boys are headed to Lincoln this year. And district final action tonight at the D1-2 at Maywood. It's Maywood Hayes Center taking on Loomis. Maywood Hayes Center coach Colby Hamilton talks about the keys to slowing down the Wolves.
A little bit about them, but not a lot. So we'll have a lot of scouting to do. But I know they can shoot the three ball really well. They're a rather young team. I know they had to replace a lot of starters off last year's team. So we're going to have to definitely get out on their shooters and play better offensively than we did the other night.
For Loomis, this young bunch is looking to make a return trip to state. Head coach Drew Billiter says they need to find a way to control the tempo.
Well, they're very athletic. They're tall and lengthy. We are going to have to take care of the ball and make sure that we slow them down in transition. That's where they thrive, is on turnovers and getting out and running. And so we really need to take care of the ball.
Tip-off is set for 7, and we'll bring you the game on 93.1 The River. Another action tonight, the C1-1 has Holdridge taking on Omaha Concordia. That one tips off at 6 in Central City. You can hear the game on KUVR. And the D1-1, St. Pat's battles Boyd County. Now, we had an error on this earlier this morning. We apologize for that. 7 o'clock game tonight in Grand Island. They will play that at Northwest High School. The Nebraska men's basketball team hosts Michigan State in the home regular season finale tonight. Huskers are coming off a nice win on Saturday over Minnesota, and they've been on a roll of late. Tip-off at 8. We'll have the game for you on 880 KRVN, 106.9 at Kearney, and 98.5 in Grand Island. And Nebraska softball junior right-hander Sarah Harness has been named the Big Ten Co-Pitcher of the Week. Harness threw a no-hitter against New Mexico State over the weekend. That is a look at sports. For more, you can find that anytime at krvn.com. I'm Jayson Jorgensen.
RAI of Nebraska, an independent insurance agent, specializes in providing crop insurance at a competitive rate. They represent a variety of crop insurance companies, including RCIS, Diversified Insurance Group, Rain and Hail Agricultural Service, and many others. RAI of Nebraska takes pride in advising clients on coverage that is right for them. With offices in Ravenna, Shelton, and Loop City, RAI of Nebraska serves Central and South Central Nebraska. For more information or to schedule an appointment, visit RAINebraska.com.
Call us today, RAI of Nebraska.
Hi, this is Ben Rand from the Home Agency. Livestock risk protection is an excellent option to lock up these historic cattle prices. It is designed to insure against declining market prices, offering coverage options from unborns to finished fats. LRP locks up coverage levels that settle against cash markets. If you have looked at LRP in years past, but not recently, a lot has changed. Premium isn't due till the end, subsidies and maximum head numbers have increased, and their weights have expanded. Quotes are available after 3:30 p.m. Interested? If so, call home. The Home Agency, that is, at 1-800-245-4241.
Marshall Land Brokers and Auctioneers present 181 acres, a unique tract of sub-irrigated cropland, including river accretion land, productivity combined with recreational opportunities, located on the north side of Interstate 80 near Gothenburg. Receive full possession. That's 181 acres now available. Contact Luke Huddleston, the listing agent, at 293-7258. See details at marshallauction.com. That's Marshall Land Brokers and Auctioneers of Kearney.
Still overpaying for a razor? In this economy? Gross. At Dollar Shave Club, you can get a top shelf shave at a regular shelf price. We've been hawking shaving products for years online, and we're excited to bring you the same great quality and low prices at a store near you. From high-quality stainless steel blades to super smooth shave creams, Dollar Shave Club's in the business of making your shave easier. Find Dollar Shave Club in the men's razor aisle. Getting your Dollar Shave Club razor wherever you want. Isn't that great?
Well, it is 8:22 at 880 KRVN. Welcome back to the morning roundup. And thank you to Brett listening in Overton this morning. Doesn't have too far for that signal to travel to make it over to his headset. Or if you're watching online, again, we appreciate everybody that's tuning in no matter where you're tuning in. We're about to head on over to the Rural Radio Network for the latest in ag news and market information. Of course, kicking it off, we'll have a check of ag news, your opening commodity trade. This is the exciting part about KRVN. With our connections, we're actually able to go to the Chicago Board of Trade. When they ring that bell at 8:30, we give you up to the second opening markets, as well as our market updates throughout the day are up to the second when you catch them right here on the leader and the best farm station in the nation. Let's head on over to the forecast, where light snow rain possible today north of I-80. Again, Broken Bow back over towards Ord. Might see a few of those areas seeing some light sprinkles today. Don't really expect too much in the way of accumulation of moisture, though. Highs today in the 40s for much of Nebraska. Could see some 50s as you get down there towards southwest Nebraska, McCook over towards Culbertson, north central and northwest Kansas, likely to see 50s. But you get over towards Rooks County, Plainville, Kansas, they may even top out closer to 60 degrees here today. Then we've got a cold front heading in for us, as we'll see that start to cool off on Wednesday. Thursday, though, expected to be the coldest day of the week, with highs returning back over to the 30s. Now for tomorrow night through Thursday night, light snow is likely over northern Kansas. Likely, though, we won't see much of that snow track into Nebraska. The model's still pretty in good alignment that low is going to hit over parts of Oklahoma and Texas. So that's going to keep the majority of the moisture out of Nebraska here for this next storm. Things look dry over the weekend. We head to the Rural Radio Network next.
Welcome once again to our Jensen Brothers Bull Sale on Thursday, March 2nd at 1 p.m. at the ranch, 6 miles south of Cortland, Kansas. Selling will be 100 Hereford bulls and 3 purebred Simmental. We are proud of the fact that our bulls excelled at Denver, bringing home the Reserve Grand Champion Carload as well as the Reserve Grand Champion Pin. The bulls selling have a breed-leading advantage in marbling and ribeye, plus their whole EPD profile is unparalleled. Sires include UPS Harvester, his first son Cell, ABS Bull Benton, plus the world-renowned R Leader, and many more. Bulls are guaranteed, delivered free, ultrasounded, DNA tested, and many are homozygous polled. New this year, we are offering 100 black and black white-faced yearling replacement heifers from longtime customers, the Helm and Woodside families. These girls are fully vaccinated, pelvic measured, and OCV'd, selling in groups of 5. The sale will be on DV Auctions. This is Kevin Jensen inviting everyone to Jensen Brothers Hereford Bull Sale Thursday, March 2nd at the ranch, 6 miles south of Cortland, Kansas.
With this update to the latest in agriculture news here on the Rural Radio Network, I'm Bryce Doeschot. Hope you're having a great start to the Tuesday morning. The Nebraska Soybean Board See for Yourself Tour is underway in the Pacific Northwest. My colleague Alex Makovica is part of this year's tour. She caught up yesterday with Terry Zimmerman, who's the Director of Outreach and Education for the Nebraska Soybean Board.
Yeah, so we bring a group of farmers, soybean farmers from Nebraska, out to the Pacific Northwest to really see for themselves, a play on the title of the trip, where their product goes beyond the elevator. So we'll tour some export terminals that actually get rail from Nebraska and export those soybeans to overseas customers like the Southeast Asia countries, China, Philippines, Japan. We'll also visit a fish farm because soybeans are also used in various fish feeds, and then some container yards, and just see how large the vessels are and how efficient they are unloading and loading vessels and such.
Terry shares about the importance of tours like this.
Yeah, it really showcases them a bigger picture of their crop and how vast the world is and how small the world is actually from their crop in Nebraska that they grow. And then it ends up in overseas to China and all the other Asian countries that ship from the Pacific Northwest.
And since soybean producers and others in the Nebraska soybean industry have traveled over 1,700 miles, Zimmerman says it's a great opportunity to learn about the different sectors in the ag industry.
We'll also be visiting another farmer, a cranberry farmer, here on the West Coast. And so I always think it's super interesting when farmers that grow different crops or different products and how they find common ground in those issues of farming. They really engage in really great conversations and find that common ground.
The tours will officially get underway this morning. I mentioned that Alex Makovica is traveling with the group, so keep your dial right here on the Rural Radio Network for additional updates throughout the week. Well, new this morning, we're learning about the impact of highly pathogenic avian influenza on the poultry industry here in Nebraska. The U.S. Department of Agriculture just released the Nebraska Chickens and Eggs Report. All layers in Nebraska during January of 2023 totaled 6.21 million. That is down from 8.43 million the previous year. Nebraska egg production during January totaled 148 million eggs, and that figure is down 210 million from 2022. Coming to you from inside the Nebraska Soybean Board Studio, which is brought to you in part by Nebraska soybean farmers and their checkoff. You're listening to the Rural Radio Network.
Catch all the market moves on KRVN with Clay Patton in the morning. From the overnight session to the opening bell, Clay Patton has you covered on 880 KRVN.
There are many good reasons to pre-select your family memorial. During the months of January and February, Palmer Monument Company is giving you one more good reason. Their annual winter sale. Come and see them today with the coupon from the newspaper and receive additional savings off their already reduced prices.
Hi, this is Chris Smith with the Palmer Monument Company. It's our goal to assist you in selecting the memorial that best fits your family needs. And with our sale, we'll save you money too.
During the annual winter sale at the Palmer Monument Company in Lexington and Broken Bow.
Hey, this is Tyler with Summit Contracting. Let's talk about grain bins. But one of the great things about working with Summit Contracting and GSI is we can provide you with every component to move, store, and condition grain. You buy a GSI from us because of the service and our crews. We don't just say that we're going to provide you service, we provide it. It's never too early to start a project if it's as simple as a bin this year or an entire greenfield project that takes time to develop and plan. So let's get started on your grain project at buildsummit.com.
It's Rain Bulls, Rain Simmental Bulls, that is, at the Bulls of the Prairie sale Saturday, March 11th at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time at the Rain Simmental Ranch, 5 miles west of Oakley, Kansas. This offering of 35 black and red Simmental and Sim Angus bulls, along with 20 black and red Simmental and Sim Angus heifers. Find Rain Simmental on Facebook for details. It's Rain Bulls at the Bulls of the Prairie sale Saturday, March 11th at the Rain Simmental Ranch. For questions or a catalog, call McKellen Rains at 785-953-0575.
From the cornfields to the pastures, the rural towns to the cities. Listen to country music on 880 KRVN.
Good morning. Clay Patton on the Rural Radio Network. Now with a check of your opening commodity trade. Lower is the overnight session in the grain complex, and on the opening bell in Chicago, it looks like it's going to continue trading in that direction. Some significant moves made on the charts. March Chicago wheat closes below $7 yesterday, and now resistance at $7. Meanwhile, soybean meal continues to erode as we see basis for meal in the U.S. also dropped. Coming out yesterday, USDA released its monthly winter wheat conditions, and that's where we saw Kansas at 19% good to excellent, down 2% from the prior month and down from last year's 25%. But Oklahoma wheat is improving, now at 36% good to excellent. It was 17% a month ago and 11% good to excellent a year ago. As well, we're seeing Nebraska winter wheat 19% good to excellent, down 3% from the prior month and down well below last year's 36%. March corn is 638, down 4 3/4 on the open. May corn 640, down 3 1/2. July corn open 630 1/2, 3 1/4 lower. Meanwhile, March soybeans are $14.99 down 19. May beans $14.91 down 21 3/4. Now we have July soybeans at $14.81 3/4 down 19 3/4. March Chicago wheat $6.90 down 6. May $7.05 now 4.25 down 4.25. July $7.14.5 down 3.5. We have March Kansas City unchanged at $8.23, but May $8.09.5 down 7.5. July new crop KC $8.04.25 7.25 lower. To the livestock, where February live cattle are $1.6482 down 17. June live cattle $1.6117 down 30. April feeders $1.9442 up 20. August feeders $2.1250 up 22. May lean hogs $94.52 up 40. June lean hogs $102.55 up 45.
We're not saying a long-term fixed ag real estate loan at Dakota Mac will outlast your latest house.